Welcome, I'm Dragon, and today I will be making this, a pumpkin. This is my first ever sculpt in Blender, so let's do this and then let's 3D print it. So let's speed this up. And there we go. There is the final render for this pumpkin scene. I decided to make a couple more and just make a little scene out of it instead of just making a pumpkin. And I think it turned out pretty good. And then I animated it a little bit as you saw from the intro. But now let's go 3D print this. And first I will change it a little bit, just make the bottom flat so it can actually stand up better when it's 3D printed. But with that, let's go into Blender for the final time in this video to just make the bottom flat, and then let's put it in Prusa Slicer to 3D print it. So here in Blender, all I did was add a cube, add a Boolean modifier to cut it off, and then going into Prusa Slicer, I didn't really have to do anything else. I just had to scale it up a bit and choose a different PLA, and then export it. But with that, let's go to the time lapse of the 3D printing part. Enjoy. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse of my first ever 3D print from a Sculpt on Blender. So there is how it turned out. It is a very small little pumpkin, and now let's go get some more view of that pumpkin. So here it is. I think it looks really cool. It actually had more detail than I was expecting for the 3D printer, because this one anyway was my second model. It might not be the second one you've seen, but it was the second thing I 3D printed on my Prusa 3D printer. And I thought it turned out pretty cool and was pretty amazed by this. And then another really cool image of it was right there, and I think that image looked really cool. And now sliding over to this is just after it was painted. I didn't paint it, but the person who did it, I think did really well. And I think it looks really cool and like that as well. So that pretty much does it today in this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing this 3D print and Blender first ever sculpt in Blender. and bye! P.S. This is the inside of the pumpkin because the power went out.